This is the most expensive sneaker beater box that I've ever bought. And as you can see right off the top, there's some pretty amazing stuff in here. But I didn't just buy one box, I bought three. And so in today's video, we're gonna unbox all of them and find out whether I made a profit or whether I lost a bunch of money. The good news is though, this box, craziest box I've ever gotten. Wow, there's a lot of open shoes in here, but there's a lot of good shoes. Oh my goodness. This is the, oh. Guys, these are going for some money. Is this what it is? Oh my gosh. This is probably the best thing we've ever pulled from a Soul Supremacy beater box. Oh my gosh. What is that at the bottom of the box? Okay, I can't look any deeper. Oh, it's... And of course, if you want to grab any of the crazy sneakers that I got in this mystery box and the two other mystery boxes, make sure to check out my Whatnot live stream coming up this Thursday, the 24th at 6 p.m. Eastern time. It's by far the biggest Whatnot live stream I've ever done. We've got tons of different sneakers in pretty much every single size, so make sure to stop by. And I probably should mention that I'm giving away a pair of Air Jordan 4 Brick by Bricks, a brand new pair to one of you guys in the Whatnot live stream. So make sure to check it out by clicking that link at the top of the screen right there. Again, it's this Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And it's gonna be a blast. I'm giving away a ton of sneakers. I'm selling a bunch of sneakers in a bunch of different sizes, and you could win the possible sneaker of the year. So be there. All right, before we dive into unboxing these new boxes, I do want to go through some of the older boxes, the last 5 from the last video, and tell you guys how they did overall. There's so many sneakers here that I don't want to go through all of them because it would just make this video like 3 hours long. So instead, I'm gonna go through a couple standouts from each box and then talk about the estimated box value that I estimated in the last video, the actual box value, how much they sold for gross, and then of course the actual profit that I made after fees and all sort of good stuff. All right, so let's start things off with box number 1. Now it was a $400 box plus the $50 shipping, so it really cost $450, and a standout pair from this box was the black toe ones. Now this was a size 11, it was a 2016 pair. I estimated that it would sell for $160, and it actually ended up selling for $165. So after fees, we were left with $146.16. Now throughout this box, actually pretty much every box in this video, I'm not gonna try and puff myself up too much, pump up my ego, but I was doing a pretty good job with the estimated values. There's only a couple pairs that I was a little off of, but mostly, I mean like this, estimated it would sell for $160, sold for $165. So not too mad at it. My estimation skills are getting better. The next shoe, unfortunately, I did estimate that it would sell for $90, which is the Bread 11 lows. Estimated it would sell for $90, sold for $66. After fees, we were left with $58.12. So it wasn't perfect, but most shoes, I was within like a $5 to $10 range. Most shoes. There was another pair in this box. I'm not gonna go over, but I was wrong. Now, the estimated box value, based on how much I estimated that every shoe would go for, was $530. Now, unfortunately, box 1 actually ended up selling for $451, and after fees, we made $398.08, which means we had a negative profit, or a loss, as you would call it, of $51.92. So not great. This is like the first or maybe the second loss I've ever had with Soul Supremacy beater boxes. They're usually pretty good. This particular one, maybe if I had sold them on other platforms and waited longer, maybe I could have made more money on some of these shoes. The only one that really caused a problem was the Olympics, which is the pair that I estimated pretty badly. That was a Air Jordan 6 Olympic, estimated it'd sell for $100. It ended up selling for $53. So that was sort of the main troublemaker there. And I gave away a pair of Equals 360s, so that was another shoe which probably could have helped the value, but I don't know by how much. So overall, $51 loss, but could be worse. Moving into box 2, this was a $650 box. After shipping, it was more of a $700 box. Some of the standouts were the Air Jordan 11 Gammas, which I estimated would sell for $190, and they actually ended up selling for $215, which is great. After fees, we were left with $191.01. Another pretty nice pair from this box were the Air Jordan 4 Court Purples. I estimated they sell for $160, and they actually sold for $181. So after fees, we were left with $160.97. And again, all of these shoes I sold on Whatnot, so all of them, you know, could have sold for a little bit more, a little bit less on other platforms, but generally, I feel like they're all pretty much going for the estimated value, which is based off of every platform. So I feel like they're still going for market value. Now, my estimated box value for this box was $910, and the actual box value ended up being $904. So again, my estimation's on point, guys. I really need to stop pumping myself up because literally it gets worse. The actual amount that we netted was $800.61, subtracting the $750 we spent on the box, which means we have a profit of $50.61. So it kind of evens out from the last box. We're exactly zeroed out. The next box was a $675 box. Again, after the $50 shipping, it was more of a $725 box. One of the big standout here were the Air Max 1 DLX Animals, a fire pair of shoes. I estimated it'd sell for $200, and it sold for $198. So after fees, that's $175.32, not bad. Now there were two pairs of sneakers that I actually didn't end up selling. The first was the Asics Gel Classic Reds, which I estimated at $60. I ended up giving them away, so that kind of subtracts a little bit from the overall value. I still added it into the estimated or the actual box value based on what I'd seen pairs sell for on eBay, just because I wanted to make sure that we're not saying Soul Supremacy is not giving us good value boxes, because overall they are. The other pair were the Just On 2s, which if you guys remember, I actually kept and I just recently wore them. Now in that video, I think I said they'd be worth 275 bucks, or maybe I didn't say what the value would be, but after doing more research, I would assume that if we had sold them, they would have sold for about 250 bucks. So I added that $250 back into the pot, the price, I added it back. And of course, I subtracted the whatnot fees from that, so we actually get a realistic box value. Now, speaking of that, the estimated box value from my last video was $995, and the actual box value was $862. So after fees, we netted $767.90, and subtracting the $725 that we spent on the box, we actually profited $42.90. Now, I can't lie, the profits that we've had on these last couple boxes is less than we've had on previous boxes. I'm actually really surprised how low the profit has been on these last couple boxes. I don't know if it's because maybe I'm selling everything on Whatnot and they're going for cheaper. Again, I did give away and keep some pairs, but I actually added in a general value, so it should be about right. After that, for the part 2 of the video, we had a $650 box, which after shipping was closer to $700. A standout pair from that box, because it sold for way more than I thought it would sell for, was the Nike Foamposite Metallic Pewter. I assumed it would sell for $80. It was DS, but it was very old. It actually ended up selling for $166, which is more than double. Is that double? Yeah, it's more than double. That's nice. After fees, we were left with $147.34. Not bad. Now, another pair that we sold that I thought was pretty decent was the Yeezy 700 in Flame Amber. Estimated it'd sell for $120. It actually ended up selling for $140. Again, not bad. After fees, we were left with $123.79. So the estimated box value for this box was $670, and the actual box value was $640. Now, even though we had some pairs of shoes that sold for way more than I expected, there were a couple pairs that sold for way less. Specifically, the Nike Sacai Vapor Waffle. I estimated it'd sell for $150, but it sold for $74. Now, the reason I think it sold for less than half of what it should have sold for is because I don't think the person, because it was a weird size, I don't think someone in that size was actually in the stream to buy it, so it kind of sold for just a great price overall, which happens. I mean, that happens on every platform, but that did happen on Whatnot in this last stream, so, you know, if you're coming onto my Whatnot streams, you could get a great price, especially if you're a weird size. But after all was said and done, we netted $566.11, which means we had a loss of $133.89. That's way worse than I expected. Now, I did estimate a loss of $30, but that $100 loss really sucks, and I really think it's all because of those stupid Sacais. They should have sold for $100 more. The final box actually was the best box by far. Now, this box I spent $950 on. It was a $900 box, and some of the standout pairs were the undefeated Kobe's, in kind of a weird size, a size 7. I estimated they sell for $300. They ended up selling for $195. What can you do? After fees, we were left with $172.76. I really think that these smaller sizes, I'm just having trouble moving, mainly because the people who are watching my streams are probably people like me, you know, 20 to 30-year-old men who have men's-sized feet. I don't think a lot of women watch. Now, granted, there are women that watch, and shout out to you, you know who you are, but generally I think it's guys, and so the smaller sizes have more trouble moving on my streams personally. Now, I think in a woman's stream, they would probably sell for what I estimated them for, and I think if I had actually listed them on another platform and waited a couple weeks, it would have gone for that, but I just flipped them on Whatnot. It is what it is. Now, another standout pair was the Air Jordan 1 Biohack, which I estimated would sell for $100, but it sold for $180. Not bad. I had no idea they were going for that much. After fees, we were left with $159.29. Happy with that. The final pair, my favorite pair of all time, the Air Jordan 1 Bread. I estimated it would sell for $300. Sold for $277. Not terrible, but not great. After fees, we were left with $245.89. So, again, could have been worse. So in my last video, I estimated this box total at $1,315, and the actual box value ended up being $1,302. So even with some of those misses, we had a lot of wins, so it really did even out. Now, the actual amount that we netted after selling everything, after all the fees, was $1,152.71. Subtract the $950 that we spent on the box, which means we had a profit of $202.70. Pretty solid. Now, I should have done this before I started filming, but I want to add together all of the profits and all of the losses to see how much we actually made on all 5 boxes. So let me do that really quick. All right, everything's been tabulated. I added together all the profits and all of the losses, and we were left with an overall profit of $110.41. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that's not incredible. I'll be honest with you, it's not incredible. Generally, I would say that on each individual box, I make about $100 in profit, if not more. In some cases, I've made like $500 worth of profit. So these last couple boxes, kind of stinkers, but overall we didn't lose money, and I got some good content, so I can't be mad at it. But I will say, I think the more expensive boxes tend to make more money, is sort of what I'm discovering after doing this for about 2 months. I think the more expensive boxes are the way to go. The good news is, the boxes that we have coming in today, mostly more expensive. In fact, I bought the most expensive box from the last Soul Supremacy beater box drop. So with that being said, I guess let's start cracking into these new boxes. All right, box number 1. This box is a $475 box. Obviously, with $50 shipping, it bumps up to $525. So without further ado, let's cut it open. Let's see what we got. Gotta find my knife. All right, so first pair inside the box. There's a lot of pairs in here. Ooh, and this box is a little damaged. Let's go with the damaged box first. The lid is really badly damaged. Look at that, it's very flattened. I mean, it can be fixed, but it's a pretty rough situation. Okay, there we go. Oh, the first pair, here we go. The Chicago's to UNC, or the UNC to Chicago's, it looks like. Women's Air Jordan 1 High OG, size 10. So this is probably a size 8.5, possibly a size 9 box. That would be really cool. So this pair, the UNC to the Chicago's, look like they're in pretty decent shape. I'm not gonna lie. Not really much heel drag. Yeah, there is a little bit, but not much. Not really much toe drag, which is nice, or star loss. The bottoms are a little dirty, but could be worse, and there's really not much creasing on the toe whatsoever. That's pretty nice. All right, so this shoe is in pretty good shape. Obviously, the value will be on the top of your screen right there, so you can see what this shoe, or at least what I estimate this shoe to go for, but it's in good shape. Really good shape, and it's a pair that I actually could rock. I just don't personally need or want this pair, although, I mean, just with that apothecary wipe, you can make this shoe look pretty much new. So actually not a bad first pair to get out of the box, although the box is damaged, but probably from shipping, to be honest with you, because the side of the box that this shoe came out of is like pretty beat. So that's probably where it came from. Okay, next up, I'm just gonna grab randomly. Let's go with this one. This is a size 5.5Y. Ooh, size 5.5Ys are never pairs that are easy for me to sell personally, because like I said earlier, smaller sizes are harder to sell on my particular stream because it's usually guys my age and they usually don't have size 5.5Ys. Although my wife is a size 5.5Y, so maybe she'll want this. I have no idea what it is though, I didn't see the tag, so let's pop it open. It is a pair of Air Jordan 13s, okay. In pretty decent shape. There's the outsole for you, not too bad. Is it actually a size 5.5? It is a size 5.5Y. Actually in pretty decent shape. There's a little bit of a toe creasing right there. Nothing major, but definitely some toe creasing. The other side of the pair looks good as well. Not too bad. What year is this one? This is a 2016 pair. 2016 pair of Air Jordan 13s. Yep, the box seems to be correct. White, black, Air Jordan 13, grade school, true red. Good colorway of the 13s. I'll say that for sure. I really don't know what the value is gonna be on these. Obviously, the estimated value is up on your screen, but if I had to guess, with no prior knowledge, 80 bucks. 60 to 80, but 80. I'm thinking 80. Next up, let's grab another pair out of the box. Let's grab this one. Looks like an Adidas box right there. Not terrible. Adidas shoes are never really, well, I don't know. I'm not hopeful though. This is a size 9 US men's. This is my size. I see what shoe it is in front of the box. It is a bright orange pair, at least if this is not a replacement box, bright orange pair of Adidas NMD R1s. It is the correct pair. Okay. Bright orange pair of Adidas NMD R1s. They're in really good shape. Look like they've been worn maybe once. They've still got the paper inside. Obviously, because it's mesh, there's not gonna be any creasing. I just don't know if it's a pair of shoes that has any value. Like, I really don't think it does. Maybe I'm completely off. Maybe this bright orange pair is a pair that goes for a bunch of money. But my guess is, I mean, retail was $140 on these. My guess is it's way below that. But again, value's at the top of the screen. So, are we near the value of the box yet? Probably not. Probably halfway. Actually, to be fair, the Air Jordan 1s might have been a nice chunk off of the box value, so I'm happy about that. Grab this pair right here. Wow, there's a lot of boxes inside this box. That's crazy. Okay, this could be a pair of Air Jordan 5s. It could be a pair of Air Jordan, it is Air Jordan 5s. Okay, so we got a pair of Air Jordan 5s, as long as it's not a replacement box. This is a size 9, my true size. This is something good, guys. I'm gonna keep it. I'll give you the estimated value, but if it's good, top threes, the top threes. Not a bad shoe, but not a pair that I need personally. I'm really excited about those Grape 5s coming out later this year, because the reason I say that is because you've got the Grape 5 tongue. This is obviously like a what the pair of 5s. You've got the fire reds on the bottom, you've got the metallics on the top, you've got the Nike Air on the heel, and then of course the grapes. Now there is some scuffing right there on the heel, so that's not amazing. That will drop the value a little bit. And the bottom actually is not in terrible condition, it's just a little yellowed. Overall though, not bad. No smells also, like none of these shoes have had any weird smells. Sometimes we get some, let's just say some leafy smells, if you know what I'm saying. But none of these shoes have had that, which is cool. I mean, condition's not bad. Other than that scuff on that one shoe and the slightly yellowed outsole with some dirt in it, really not bad. Wow, there's like no toe creasing on this either. That's great. There's a little bit of like, I guess, wear on the nubuck on the upper right there, but that's about it. That is about it. I would guess, you know, maybe around 100 bucks. Maybe more, maybe less. Hopefully more, but probably less. On to the next pair. There are 4 pairs left. I do recognize a couple of the boxes. Let me go with this one. This is a KD. KD6 EXT Quick Strike. Size 10.5. Okay, let's see what it is. All right, the florals and the laces have been taken out. And they also come with, what? So someone put in some off-white laces into this box? They say shoelaces on them. Look at that. Someone put in some off-white laces. I guess just for the fun of it. Oh, it's got a double tongue. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So you've got these KD 6s in the floral colorway. Not bad, but I'm like certain that these don't go for anything. I remember when these dropped, they were not anything super special. But I mean, the condition's good. Outsole is not bad. No sock lint whatsoever. Is there actually an insole in there? There is an insole in there, and the logo is worn off. But other than that, the shape is not bad. I feel like KD's recent silhouettes have been the best, personally. I really like his newer stuff. His older stuff, I was around for, and I enjoyed it at the time. But like, I'm not gonna wear any of it. To be fair, I wouldn't wear any of KD's current models either casually. But back in the day, people were rocking KD's casually like crazy. And back then, I completely understand because that's what you did. Like you'd wear Kobe 9 Elite highs to school with your jeans. And that was normal, but not today, not anymore. Okay, the next shoe inside the box is a size 11. It's probably a women's 11, right? Because this is a women's pair, yep. Women's 11, pair of Air Jordan 1, I'm assuming lattes, this is not a replacement box. Let's see, yep, that's exactly what it is. Condition, actually really good. Probably only worn once. There's no heel drag. There is no star loss in the toe. There is barely any creasing on the toe. Pretty good shape. I mean, definitely just worn once would be my guess. Really good condition shoe, and it's a nice looking pair of sneakers, but they're currently at the outlets for like 100, maybe 120 bucks. So a used pair is probably a sub $100 pair of sneakers. Although I do think it's fire. I think a couple years ago, this pair would have flown off shelves. Really, I think it's a great pair of shoes. And it's size 11, so I could rock it. It's more of like a 9.5 men's. So I definitely could rock this. Maybe I'll keep it. I don't know. I don't need any more ones. I just got the UNC ones. Check out my review if you haven't seen it yet. But it's not a bad pair, and the condition's good. So that's a good candidate for keeping. This next one is a size 9.5 pair of Jordans. Now it's an older box. I'm not gonna look at what model it is, but it is an older pair, probably from 2015, maybe 2012. Let's go with 2012, that's my guess. Without seeing them, size 9.5. I didn't see what the model was. Let's check it out. It is, oh, the Olympic 6s, okay. Was I exactly right on the date? I was exactly right on the date. It's the Olympic 6s from 2012. That's crazy. That was literally just a guess. I didn't see the box, nothing. You got the 2012 Olympic 6s in actually pretty good shape overall. Definitely some yellowing, but that's really the extent of it. Not much creasing on the toe. There's barely any scuffs that I can see. This is just a 13-year-old pair of shoes. That's the reason why they're so yellowed. I don't know what these go for. Assuming my guess is because the newer pair is way under retail, these are probably also under retail, even though they're the older pair. But they are in, I mean, they're in good shape. If I was gonna keep a pair of Air Jordan 6 Olympics, no, I'd probably go with the new pair because it's new. And also, it's not yellowed yet, but this pair is cool. I actually just dropped my review on the UNC ones on the channel if you guys want to check that out. Fire pair of shoes. I do have some thoughts, though, that you might want to hear about why I think they're a little disappointing, but again, check out the full review. All right, so we've got one more pair of sneakers inside the box. So far, there hasn't really been a money pair. They've all been like, fine. I think we have made up the value of the box already, but there's been no pairs that I've been like, wow, this pair is the one that makes up for the entire value of the box, or at least is like a $200, $300 pair of shoes. I think they're all like around 50 to maybe 150 bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've definitely made up the value of the box, but I don't know which one this is. So this is, they wrote it on the side of the box. There you go. Is this the replacement box? Yeah, oh no, it isn't. Size 10 US, Air Jordan 6. Denims, Again, I'm thinking like a $100-ish pair of shoes. Then again, like with all the pairs being $100 pairs of shoes, we definitely made our money back. I mean, obviously there's a couple stinkers in there like the NMDs. I don't think the NMDs are worth anything. I mean, this is not bad. And again, you can grab any of these pairs for yourself for probably less than I bought them for on Whatnot. So click the link top of the description below. This video is not sponsored. I'm just genuinely having a huge Whatnot stream. So check it out. It's gonna be crazy. I mean, this is a decent looking pair of shoes. It really is. Condition's good. Not a lot of creasing. There is this weird little like Why does that always happen on 6s with the rubber 6s or the outsole, you know? They always get these like weird dark marks. The same thing happens with the 5s too. But yeah, there you go. That is box 1. At the end of the video, we'll tabulate all the sneaker prices and I'll tell you guys what each box was estimated to be worth and then how much money we should profit off of each one of these boxes. So stay tuned. All right, so next box. This is a $575 box. So we've gone up a $100 increment from our last box. I have no idea what to expect. Obviously, I don't know what's in this box, but hopefully we can get a bigger profit than we did in the last box. Again, if you want to grab any of these shoes, they will all be available on Whatnot unless I keep any of them, which is possible if it's a crazy pair of shoes. So without further ado, let me find my knife, which I literally just used. Here it is. Let's get into it. Okay, so random grabbing. First pair. We've got, ooh, an older box here. Very nice. This is a size 10. Ooh, Jordan 1 Retro Plus. So without further ado, let's check it out. Ooh, very nice. Is this the Kodak JPs? The white metallic silver mid navy. Very nice. Look at this. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Fire pair of shoes. Now on the back of the box it does say a portion of the proceeds from the purchase of Jordan products support educational initiatives, which is cool. They don't say that in the boxes anymore. Very nice. Now I believe this is a sort of a mid cut. It's not really a mid, but it's sort of a mid cut. You guys know a lot more than I do about this shoe. I'm gonna stop talking because I'm gonna say a bunch of stupid stuff about the sneaker because I don't know much about it. You've got the sort of jewel Wings logo right there that's been aged to a almost yellow color. You've got the silver Nike swoosh. You've got the Jumpman on the tongue right there, the silver Jumpman on the heel, and there's really not a huge amount of wear. I mean, there is definitely some toe star loss, and there is definitely some heel drag, but really nothing major. I mean, the shoe is in great shape. Let's see the other side of the pair really quick. Really same deal. Same deal. Not much creasing on the toe. Not much heel drag, not much star loss. I mean, this pair is in great condition. This pair is from 2001. Oh my gosh. So I looked these up because I wasn't totally sure what these are. These are the 2001 Jordan 1 Plus Midnight Navies. A very cool pair of shoes that remind me a lot of the Kodak JPs, but apparently they are not actually the Kodak JPs because I think those came in a suitcase. Let me know. I'm not great with sneakers like past 2005 in terms of like, well, I guess older than 2005 unless it's like an OG model, so not totally sure about these, don't know a lot about them, but I'm sure you guys are schooling me in the comments as we speak. I was born in 92, so 2001 I was 9. I did not have this pair when I was 9. Okay, next up we got some Yeezys outside of a box. Look at these. So these are, what colorway is this? The oat colorway? I don't remember what colorway this is. We've got a pair of Yeezy Boost 350 V2s with no box, with this sort of oat-like, cream-like colorway. They have been worn, as you can see on the bottom of the shoe, and they are a size 9.5. All right, so not bad, not a bad size. Yeezy Boost 350 V2s. Are Yeezy Boost 350 V2s still popular? I know that they still sell relatively well, but you don't often see people wearing them. I have no idea about this colorway. I don't know what the sneaker goes for. Again, it will be available on Whatnot, links in the description below. I know I keep plugging it, but seriously, check it out. It's gonna be a blast. There's a bunch of free sneaker giveaways like the Brick by Bricks, like I already said, so check it out. It's gonna be crazy. Again, estimated values at the top of the screen. I wish I knew what the name of this colorway was. You know what, let me just look it up. Low Slate, and it goes for about, let's see, used condition. It goes for about 115. Could be worse. All right, so next up, we've got a Jordan, 6 box, bought from Undefeated based on that label right there. Let's see which pair it is. This is the infrareds. Let's go. I'm excited about these because I really want a pair of these for the personal collection, but I do not have a pair. Is this my size? Size 10, so close. So close. Oh man, these actually smell like shampoo. Kind of smells nice. This is, I think, the most recent release. No, it's not. It's the 2018 release with the more orangey red rather than the pinky red from like 2014. Actually in really good shape. Really good shape. You've got some yellowing on the outsole, obviously, but really not bad. Not much creasing on the upper of the shoe. I mean, it looks like they've been worn maybe once. Man, I wish this was my size. I would totally keep this. I would totally keep this. Wow, there's really not any issues with it that I'm seeing. The inside looks good. You still have the Nike branding on the heel. I mean, it's, wow, really good shape. Are there any weird problems with it? Like any scuffs, any dirt, any like, well, there is dirt, but you even got the thin Nike on the back. I forgot that they did that. All right, fire pair of shoes in great condition. I mean, excellent condition, size 10. I wish it was my size. Okay, we got some LeBrons. Right here, these are the LeBron 9s in a size 12. We got some LeBron 9s in the last box that we did. Let me see. Oops. Oh, look at these. Here we go. Very nice. You got purple, You got teal. You've got some heavy wear on the outsole. Not super heavy, but definitely some wear on the outsole for sure. I mean, this pair has probably been balled in. Also walked around and outside, it looks like, too, because there is some dirt on the outsole as well. Do you guys remember when people used to wear LeBron 9s casually? That used to be the move. That really used to be the move. Looks like someone bought this from GOAT. It's got the old GOAT paperwork in there. GOAT verified, GOAT sticker and everything. The purple, turquoise, blue, white. I forget the nickname of this shoe, but you've definitely got some aging on the air, or I guess oxidation on the air bubble right there. Not bad. Nothing special, but not bad. So next up, we've got a pair of Air Raids, a size 10 pair of Nike Air Raids. Here we go. The box is a little beat, but not bad. We've got the black-gray colorway. So the Air Raids are an outdoor basketball sneaker. They're actually pretty clean. This pair is it DS? No, there's no way it's DS. These might actually be DS. Oh my gosh. No, there's definitely Socklin in there. No, these are not DS. How's the bottom look so clean? Wow, that's so weird. So the bottom of the shoe looks literally minty, but then you move inside the shoe and there's like some Socklint. The insole is definitely worn, unless it's a replacement insole, that's why, right? But there you go, you got some creasing on the toe. I mean, condition-wise, these look pretty good. Other than that seemingly replaced insole, these are from 2020. This is the most recent release of this colorway, I believe. It's not bad, it's really not bad. Now, it's not worth a lot, so there's that. Also, you've got the receipt, it looks like, from this pair. It looks like someone bought this for, wow, they bought a lot of stuff. $20? I'm so confused. Was there something fishy going on here? Was someone doing something fishy? Was Cashier Lewis doing some fishy stuff? I don't know. Interesting. Okay. Well, this is a weird pair in many ways. Looks like someone got it for free. I don't know how that happened. We got two more pairs inside this box. We've got this one right here. This is a size 8.5 Air Jordan 6 Retro. Maybe it's infrared. Maybe this is a pair that I can wear, because I could actually wear a size 8.5. Let's pop the top. It is not. Oh, it's Carmine's. Oh my gosh, I really needed a pair of this too. This might be a keeper. This might legitimately be a keeper. It's a little worn. You got some wear on the side. I'm gonna look up like resale prices of these, see if I could grab a pair in a size 9 for like not a bad price, and maybe I'll go with that. But the condition of these is great. I need to try these on too, because size 8.5, I can make it work, but I would prefer a size 9. There's a giant scuff on the side, but other than that, I mean, the outsole, look at that. Not bad at all. Wow, I like the Carmine's better than the infrareds, I'll tell you that much. This is my favorite pair of 6s. Wow, these are clean. Oh my gosh, what is this, the most recent release? This is the, 2020. Is it a B grade? This might be a B grade, guys. I think they were selling B grades at the outlet. If it's a B grade, it's gonna have sort of an orange or a yellowy midsole, but I don't really see that. Maybe it's not. Unless we find something better in these boxes, I might keep this pair, just to rock personally. Very cool, very cool. Again, I don't know what the value is. You know what, let me check really quick. I'm interested in knowing if I should keep this pair or if I should buy my own pair. $189 brand new, so under retail. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy my own size. Probably $100 maybe? Ugh. Not the best. Not the best. Again, estimated values right there. We'll see if I'm off, see if I'm right, who knows. And then the final pair inside this box. Ooh, it's Travis's. It's Travis's. Here we go. We got a pair of Travis's. Is this the same pair that I got in a couple boxes ago? Size 12, right there. Air Force One Low Cactus Jack. I think we did get this pair in like a previous beater box video. Yep, we got this exact pair. I think it might even be a similar size too. Oh my gosh. Got the Cactus Jack Air Force Ones. Again, these will be available on Whatnot. I know I keep saying that, but seriously, check it out. These are worn. Condition is not bad though. I think this makes up for okay, to be honest with you, these don't go for as much as I thought that they did. I think I sold my pair for like $2 something last time, so maybe $260. So I would assume that these are probably around that same price, like $250-ish, maybe less, $200, I don't know. But it's a fire pair of shoes. If I got a pair in my size, I would keep it. But both pairs that I got were in a larger size 12, lightly worn, but definitely cleaned up. Like there is some star loss, I guess. Not much though. You can see the Nike Air branding on the heels worn off a little bit. But not a bad hit. To round off the box, really not bad. The difference in price of this box aside, I think we're gonna make more profit on this box than the last box, and we'll find out towards the end of the video whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong. So this is the final box. This box cost me $1,375. This is the single most expensive box that I've ever bought from Soul Supremacy, and hopefully, I make some money on this box. So without further ado, let's cut it open. I really hope that this is a size 9 box, because if there is like a crazy hit in here, I would like to keep it. But I don't know what the hit could be. $1,375 is still not like a huge amount of money. I used to watch some Untied Hawaii videos, and sometimes he would buy like $3,000 boxes, which I would buy if they were available, but there hasn't been any since I've been buying mystery boxes, at least none that I've seen. So, we'll see what happens. Oh my gosh. There's some open shoes in this box, but they are good shoes. They are good shoes. Oh my gosh. Wow, there's a lot of open shoes in here, but there's a lot of good shoes. Oh my goodness. All right, I guess we start with the open stuff, right? Let's start with this pair. Is this what it is? Oh my gosh. Okay, wow, let's start with these. Let's start with these. Oh my gosh. So these are Wolf Gray Air Jordan 3s. These are in like immaculate condition. I actually owned this pair when they first came out. I got them at my local, it was in Philly. I don't remember, was it Kicks USA? I'm not sure. 2014, size 8. Really, really, really good condition. This was actually, I think, the last pair to drop before they stopped making 3s for like 2 or 3 years. I had a matching pair of socks, not Apothecary socks, but if you guys want to grab any of the new Apothecary Heat Map collection, it drops this Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Apothecary's website. It's fire. I had a matching pair of like, I think they were Nike SB socks, like gray and black. Crazy to see these again. I customized this pair a bunch when I had it. I think I customized it like an OVO pair that didn't sell for some reason. Or no, I customized it like a cork pair that didn't sell, and then I recustomized it as an OVO, and then I sold it at SneakerCon. Obviously, people knew it was a custom pair of shoes. Like it was a special custom. Like it wasn't like I was trying to fake a pair of OVO 3s. I was just painting it. It was fine. I was a sneaker customizer. That's what you did. But I mean, this pair is in amazing condition. No box, but it is a size 8. A little bit of creasing on the toe. For a pair from 2014, I mean, it's in pretty good shape. It's really in pretty good shape. I'm assuming the value for this is not a lot. I really don't think it's gonna be a lot. Next up, we've got, look at these. So these are the 2004 Wheat 13s. This is a size 11 men's, no box, obviously. Is there any heel drag? Yes, there's some. Not a huge amount though. I mean, honestly, in pretty good shape. Really in great shape. Now there is, okay, yes, there is some creasing on the toe of the right shoe. Definitely more than on the toe of the left shoe. Not terrible. I mean, the shoes looks great. It's a really good looking pair of shoes. These came back out recently, or a version of these came back out recently. If I remember correctly, they were outlet sitters for a long time. I think these probably go for, my guess would be $90 to $100 would be my thought. I mean, hey, a pair from 2004, that's kind of cool. That is definitely kind of cool. All right, next up, we've got, we've got some Unions in the box. We got the Union 2s. The blue and gray pair with the yellow laces. There's obviously no box. Size 9. Wow, I could rock this pair. I actually did own this exact pair when it first came out. Pretty good shape. Cool looking pair of 2s. I think I prefer, I guess, no. I don't know, the cream pair and this pair are kind of tied in my mind. They're both fire. I think these definitely went under the radar for a lot of people. It's a pair that I think some people hated, some people loved. I really liked it. Do I need it in my collection though? Probably not, so I'm not gonna keep this pair. But very, very cool to see. And again, good condition. Not much creasing on the toe. Not much heel drag at all. You still have the Union LA or Union Jumpman logo on the insole of the shoe. I mean, it's in great shape. Really, really good shape. And I like that they kept the yellow laces in there. Or they put the yellow laces in there. I think that's a nice touch. Really off to a good start. I wish they said boxes, but still, even without the boxes, I'm still pretty happy about them. Next up, we've got, that's right, Travis Air Maxes. What? Crazy. Now what size is this? I've never actually owned this particular, size 9. I was gonna say I've never owned this pair, and it's a size 9. Oh my gosh. What's the condition like? Oh, it's in really good shape. It's in really good shape. Look at that. You've still got some of the nubs on the outsole. I mean, it's been worn. Like you can see there's some dirt on the sides of the midsole, but not bad. It's my size. This is tough, guys. I mean, there's like barely, it comes with the other set of laces too. Just no box, that's the only thing, there's just no box. There's like no creasing on the toe. Am I gonna have to keep this pair? I gotta be honest with myself. Would I wear this? I don't know. I think the reason I'm most excited about this is because it's a pair of Travis's, so the hypebeast in me is coming out a little bit. So that's what's kind of making me say to myself, do I really need this? I really don't know what these are going for. If these are going for a lot, I might just sell them. If they're not, I might keep them. I forgot that they had the tire tread traction. I can't believe these are my size. Wow, the condition is great on these. Look at that. Really, really great. This is tough. This is tough, and because of the mesh on the toe, there's like no creasing on there. I think I might have already said that, but still. Wow, this box so far has not disappointed whatsoever. We've got 2 pairs that I'm already considering keeping. I mean, lightly considering, to be fair, but still, considering. This pair, mostly. You know what? I'm gonna put this pair off to the side right here. I'll keep it right there. It's the pair I'm considering keeping over everything else. If I don't see anything else that I want over this, and this isn't like a crazy expensive pair of shoes, I don't think it is, like maybe $200-300 is my guess. I'll keep it, but we'll see. Hold on, guys. There's another pair inside this box. If it's my size, okay, let's just go for it. We got Bread Air Jordan 1 lows. Oh my goodness. What size is this? Please don't be my size. Okay, size 8. I do really want these, but I don't need... kind of wish these were my size. Okay, so we've got Bread Air Jordan 1 lows. This pair I think released back in 2015, 2016? 2014. And this pair was an outlet sitter, if I remember correctly. Wow, this pair is in like crazy good shape. Barely any star loss, barely any heel drag. There is definitely some glitter on the side of the shoe. Definitely some glitter, kind of like my 2016 pair of Breads. Wow, you've got the bigger Nike swoosh on the side. Oh my gosh, crazy. These, I really want to know what these go for. I really got to know. I've got to know. Because I think for a while these were bumping. I don't think they are anymore, but they might still be something. Now, size 8 is a little bit tougher. I think if it was a size 10 or maybe even like a size 13, that would be the money size. I don't think a size 8 is the money size is what I'm trying to say. Guys, these are going for some money. I mean, this one's in such good shape. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm seeing everywhere between, well, hold on. So these aren't sold listings. Wild. I'm seeing everything between like $350 all the way down to like $90. But it really just depends on condition. Let me do like a size 8. I hope these aren't the money shoe. They might have been, these might be the money shoe or that. I'm not sure. 160. Okay, I think 160 is fair. With the box though, oof. I think 160 is fair. I mean, the condition is really good on these. Let's go 160. So you'll see the 160 at the top of the screen as well, but there you go. I just really had to know. I had to know. I was so interested. I really want to look up this pair, but I'll wait. There's still so many boxes in here. This is crazy. What's this? I've never seen this before. This is a Vans Vault OG Style 36LX. Vans Vault Joe Fresh Goods. Let's go. Shout out to Joe Fresh Goods. What size is this? Size 9.5. Man, so many good sizes. Oh, these are sick too. Oh my gosh, look at these. These are worn, but dang nabbit, they're sick. These are really cool. They're not worn much though. I mean, look at the outsole. It's like a semi-translucent outsole, so they actually look more worn than they are. You've got some scuffing around the toe, but nothing major. Oh, and the heel. Actually, the heel's not great, but it's also not bad. The I didn't even know we had a Vans collab. I'll be real with you. Maybe I'm not a real Joe Fresh Goods fan if I didn't know about this, but you got the JFG for Joe Fresh Goods. Wow, these are awesome. I have no idea. Hey, these could be super valuable. I really don't know. I'm guessing that they're probably in the middle. I'm thinking this is a 120, 150 would be my guess. It's possible it's a $400 shoe though. I don't know. I've sold pairs of Vans for like $800. To be fair, it was like a crazy limited pair, but still. Oh my gosh. What is that at the bottom of the box? Okay, I can't look any deeper. This is a size 8.5. It looks like it's the Big Bubble Air Max 1s would be my guess. It is the Big Bubble Air Max 1s. I love this pair. This is such a sick pair of shoes. It is definitely worn. I had my size for a long time actually, until I pretty much wore it to the ground. Yeah, oh wow. It's weird because the heel looks like really worn, but the toe area is like barely got any wear on it. The upper of the shoe still looks great. It's possible someone just wore this through like some asphalt or something. But yeah, these are clean. Size 8, is that what the size was? I don't think these go for much at all. I think they go for like under retail, but the condition's really nice. Size 8.5, oh, it's a women's size 8.5, so a men's size 7. All right, that does kind of ding the value a little bit. Next up, we've got another small size right here. This is a size 4.5 wide, oof. But it is a pair of Air Jordan 3s, so let's see. We'll actually check out can you guess the shoe based on the colorway and the tag? Oh, Black Cement 3s. Wow, okay. So is this a 2018 pair? That's my guess. Yes, 2018 pair of Black Cement 3s. There we go. Wow, this pair is kind of beat. It's not like super beat, but there's like a lot of heel drag. It's very, very yellowed. Way more yellowed than my pair. I thought I wore my pair a bunch, but apparently this person wore their pair a lot more than I did. I mean, shoot. This is like a thrift store find. This one's not gonna go for much, is my guess. Oh my gosh, it does still have the box though. Is this yeah, it's the correct box. I mean, look at the way the heel, look at that heel. Look at the way it's worn down. I'm thinking this is like a $40 pair of shoes. Next up, we've got, please be a size 9. It is a size 8.5. I could rock this. I don't know what it is, but it is a size 8.5 box. It's an Air Jordan 1 box, as you can probably tell. Let's see. I had these. Jordan Brand actually sent me these back in the day. I forget that, are these like the city, the something of the city, the lines of the city or something? I don't know. I forget what the name of this colorway was, but it was all right. Like no one really cared about it. You've got this like weird, stiff, tumbled leather upper. You've got the semi-translucent outsole, which is kind of yellowing. I mean, it's not in bad shape. There is some creasing on the toe. That's not the best shoe in the world. I'm a little disappointed. I'll be real with you, I'm a little disappointed. It's probably worth around $100 would be my guess. Okay, we've got one more Air Jordan 1 box and then a crazy box, which could be something crazy, or it could literally be nothing. Maybe this could be the money shoe in the box, I'm not sure. This is a size 12, okay? Size 12 Air Jordan 1 box. Please don't be something fire that I want for my own personal collection, but I can't have because it's a size 12. Oh no, it's getting chaotic over here. All right, let's see what it is. Okay. I forget what these are called. These are not the, they're not UNCs. They're like slightly different. These are the Obsidian ones. This pair was going for a decent amount of money back in the day. I don't think it is anymore. I think probably 200 bucks, but still not a bad pair actually. Now it does have some heel drag. Not much star loss though. Definitely not bad. I mean, the pair is relatively clean. You could definitely clean it up with some apothecary wipes, make it look a little bit fresher. I mean, this is a good pair of shoes. Definitely not the money pair. Well, at least I don't think it is. We've got one more pair inside the box. Hoping it's a size 9. We'll see what it is. You've got a Nike SB box right here. It feels like it could be a size 9 box. What size is it? Could be a size 9. Ah, size 11 and a half. Okay. I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. I'm so mad the way that opened up. I'm so disappointed in not being able to have this pair for my own personal collection. I wish I didn't have that monitor because I wouldn't have seen what it was. Oh man. Wow, they're in such great shape too. Brutal. I wish it was my size. This is so sick. This is amazing. I'm so happy about this. This is absolutely the money shoe. This is probably the best thing we've ever pulled from a Soul Supremacy beater box. Wow, the condition on these is great. Look at that. Why did it have to be a size 11 and a half, guys? The Purple Lobsters, by the way, if you guys didn't know, the Purple Lobster Nike SB Dunk Lows. These were probably worth more a couple years ago, but still, I think they're still up there. I really do think they're still up there. I have the Orange Lobsters. I wear that pair all the time. I love it. I would have loved to have had the Purple Lobsters, but unfortunately, was not able to grab them. Really not much wear on these at all. They're in great shape. I mean, the sock liner is still good. The insole is still good. I really got to check the value of these really quick. The last pre-owned Purple Lobster sold on eBay January for $900 in this size. This is a $900 pair of shoes. There's like a lot of good stuff in this box. This box absolutely made a profit. I don't know how much it's gonna be, but shoot. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me calculate everything together, but in my opinion, this could be, or based on what I'm seeing, this could be the best Soul Supremacy beater box we've ever gotten. I mean, it already is in terms of hype, but in terms of profit, this could be it. This is crazy. I mean, shoot. Just look at what we got in this last box. I mean, look at this. I mean, what? Just right off the top? There's still more stuff from this box. This is crazy. Okay, let me get to calculating. This is wild. All right, so prices have been tabulated. I figured out generally what each box should go for, or at least my estimated profit, and let's go through them really quickly. So box 1, which was pretty decent, has an estimated value of $640. Subtracting the amount that we paid, which was $475 for the box and then $50 for the shipping, we should have an estimated profit of $115, which is not bad at all. The estimated value for box 2 is $690, and then subtracting the $575 purchase price of the box and the $50 shipping, we are left with a $65 profit. Not so great, but not terrible. At least we're not losing money. And then box 3, the amazing banger box. I'm gonna try and only buy like super expensive boxes moving forward because of how amazing this box was. We had an estimated box value of $1,910, which is unbelievable. I paid $1,375 for this box plus $50 for shipping, which means that the estimated profit should be $485, which is pretty amazing. And I might end up keeping this pair of shoes. I'm not totally sure yet. It might show up on Whatnot. You'll have to stay tuned by clicking the link in the top of the description below to tune into that Whatnot live stream Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, obviously Thursday the 24th. This pair may or may not be there. I don't know yet. I have to decide. Obviously, the profit would go down if I ended up keeping it, but it would be a fire pair to add to the collection. So in total, my estimated profit for all 3 boxes is $615. And that should be not too unrealistic. I think we can actually hit that. So stay tuned to the Whatnot stream, see if it happens, and I'm going to decide whether I want this pair or not. But hey, let me know your thoughts on this series in the comment section down below. Do you guys want me to grab more beater boxes? Let me know. I'd love to know your thoughts. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. Check out my brand new podcast, The Shoes Off Podcast. With that being said, I will see you all in the next one.